Hey guys, thank you for clicking on this video. You guys probably have a gist about what this video is already about by looking at the title. Also, if you saw my Instagram post. But I know that I'm pretty new to this YouTube channel, so I feel like I have different followers on Instagram than I do on YouTube. So I felt a need to post it on here, and plus I can better elaborate exactly what it is. So I'm going to start from the very beginning. I remember I got my first 17 magazine. Miley Cyrus was on the cover. I think it was a 2009 issue. She was wearing yellow and she had her long brown hair and she had bangs then. And I remember I was flying somewhere, so someone gave it to me as a gift to read on the airplane. And I became obsessed with 17. And I remember my mom, I told my mom that I really liked the magazine, and she said, right off the bat, do you want me to subscribe to them? Would you be interested in getting the magazines every month? So of course right away I was like, yes, especially because I didn't really know how to talk to boys back then, and I really didn't know how to be cool. And I knew that I wasn't cool. So I was really hoping this magazine would help me out. And it actually became a lot more. It was very entertaining to me, but I loved every aspect of it. And over the years, I've got to see it grow and develop where it's aimed more at body peace and eating healthier and making right choices during the day and exercising. And it's become the total it magazine for all things teenagers. Well, sorry, I'm like messing with my shirt. My love for 17 did not stop there. I remember reading in 17 magazine this thing called the Freshman 15, where it was a panel of 15 freshman women, and they would blog, vlog, put their input in the magazine, and they would talk about anything college life. And that would come to boys, dorm room decor, just a variety of things. So I remember it was about May of my senior year of high school, and on Facebook they talked about how their application for this upcoming year's freshman 15 was out, and I decided, oh, I might as well apply. I remember I'm always one of those people who tells myself not to excuse my language, but to half-ass things. So I called mom in and I had her help me with the application, and a lot of it had to do with really like asking questions about your personality, and they would, give you challenges, 140 characters or less, like a tweet. How would you respond to this, etc. There was also a thing where I had to do a little mini blog post where they could get a sample of your writing. So I decided, since, I hated my ex-boyfriend, and I hated how he broke up with me, that did a blog post about how I would like to be broken up with. I sent it in. I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. My mom didn't think much of it, to be honest. She admitted to me later that she just figured we'd never hear back. Then a few months went by. It was July 3rd. It's kind of weird that I know the exact date, but I know the exact date. 17 contacted me and told me that I made it to the second round. I was so excited. Granted, I did not know that there would be a second round, but I was ready for it because the second round required me to do a vlog. And if there's one thing that I know how to do, that was vlogging. So I had my fingers crossed, and I told myself, it was just 60-second vlog, that's all I had to do, and I put my heart and soul into it. And then I made it to round 3, and I was just like, I gotta have this so bad. And I know that I distinguished myself in my application because I did talk about my having cystic fibrosis. And that wasn't just something, easy to use it as some handicap with my application to try to get in. But I do realize the purpose of the Freshman 15 panel is to help with confidence and reassurance of people going into college. So I figured I could help out with the girls who have cystic fibrosis, diabetes, other things like that that make them feel different, even though they really aren't different. But you can't help but feel that way. It's insecurities that do come when you go to a new school, meeting new people, and having to have good time management skills. So I proposed that, and I really think they liked the idea because I went through the third round. The third round was pretty much pitching ideas because they wanted to make sure that I wasn't just going in without any original thought or wasn't going to hit the ground running. And I think that was just confirmation to make them feel good about their choices. So I appeared in 17 magazine a few times, and I constantly kept up with blogging and vlogging. I produced about 2 blogs and 2 vlogs every month, and I really enjoyed every single one of my pieces. I was really proud of them, and I think they really liked it because I received a lot of good feedback from my bosses. I had Ashley Matteo. She no longer works for 17. No longer does my other boss, Kara McGrath, but they were awesome people to work for, and I love them, and I know that they're still doing magazine journalism out there with Refinery 29 and Bustle, so I know I wish them the best. But I feel like there's a place in my heart for 17 magazine. I am a junior now. I've always remained a subscriber of 17. I remember one summer I ended up visiting New York and I got to tour the Hearst Corporations, and 17 magazine works on the 17th floor, so it was just so bittersweet and so awesome. And I remember I got to meet Kara and she showed me around the office. It kind of just looked like a typical office. It was really funny because there was a lineup of these models, and I don't exactly know why they were there, if they were doing some type of fitting or an audition or whatnot. But I remember I got such easy access into the 17 office. They were glaring at me, wondering why I was there, because they all seemed to look at each other already as if they were all competition. And then I think it threw them a curveball that I was there because I'm so short and look so young. I don't think they understood, like, I didn't look like an actual writer there. They had no idea what I was there for, and they looked scared of me. It was kind of funny. So a few months ago, or maybe it was like November or December, I got another thing on my Facebook newsfeed, and I had followed 17 Style Pro, I think it's called, on Facebook, and they posted that their application was out to join 17 Social Club. And all I did see about it, I didn't really understand it, but it talked about VIP access to events that are local to your area. Super cool. And second, it talked about being very savvy with social networking and that kind of technology. And I figured, I don't really have the best following, but I might as well apply. And I heard back that I made it to the next round, and by then I was kind of used to the fact that they have multiple rounds for these things. So I braced myself, and I was told that I was going to have to befriend a Style Pro on Facebook, and she was going to take a look at my Facebook profile. And it kind of, I'm just guessing to pretty much see, just being honest, my popularity. Do people interact with my page? Are people looking at my stuff that I post? What are my posting habits? Did I stay true to what I put on my application? So I did that, and then I was a little surprised that I didn't hear back from them for a while. So then I sent them a follow-up email because I knew I really wanted this, telling them that I would be even willing to throw in a resume and references, even though the initial application mainly asked for more statistics about my social network follower count and my posting habits, etc. Well, within 8 minutes, they sent me an email back and they told me, "Oh, sorry for the delay, here's the contract." And oh my gosh, I was super excited that I called that guy, I called my homeboy, like right away. And I was like, "Oh my God, guess what?" He didn't answer the phone right away, so that's what I pretty much told him when he called me back. And I was super excited by that. What's so great about my contract is 17 is such a real magazine. I'll say it that when I was a freshman 15er, and they wanted me to be honest with real answers because they didn't want to feed their readers lies. They really wanted to be true and tell them what goes on in college. And I really appreciated that about 17 because it's not out there to fool its tween and teen audience. It knows. And it's developed into such a mature magazine. So what I specifically liked about the 17 Social Club contract was that I will be posting reviews of products that I like. So you know that I'm not lying to you. I wouldn't lie to you. 17's not out there to lie to you. So when I tell you that I like something, whether it be a product, it could be something else, you know that I'll like it. Lastly, what I want to touch on is the fact that I got my 17 in the mail. I got this a while ago, so you can better believe that I've already read this through. It's the February issue, and Victoria Justice is on the cover. I've actually done a music video to her song Freak the Freak Out on my production channel, which I am really proud of, so you should definitely check that out. And she's on the cover because she is now with MTV, and she has, I think it's an hour-long drama called Eye Candy, and it's already premiered, but I don't have MTV, so hopefully it goes on Netflix or Hulu Plus. The one thing that I was super upset about when I was flipping through the magazine is I could not find a letter from Anne. She was the editor-in-chief for 7 years. Her name is Anne Shokit. I looked it up on Twitter just because I don't know if it's Shokit, I'm not for sure. But I loved her as the editor-in-chief. And I don't know if you're watching this, Anne, but I want to tell you that 17 has really opened doors for me and has made me feel confident being able to be so young and still contribute to a magazine that millions of people read every day. And it's such a respected artwork. I don't even know what to call it, but thank you. So thank you for your 7 years with 17. You might have had more before leading up to that. You might have been a freshman 15er, for all I know, and then you became editor-in-chief. But you are very inspirational, and you will be missed. And I will miss your letters. But I want to welcome the new editor-in-chief, and I want to let you know that I'm liking how you did the letter 17. Very much how, I don't know what the print's called, but it has like a good watercolor to it, and it's, you know, multicolored. It's all pink hues. And I like the background, and it's just very pretty. And the content remained pretty similar to years past, but yeah, so welcome to 17. I hope you put letters in here too so I can get to know you as the new editor-in-chief. Thank you for watching this video. I know it was pretty lengthy, and I don't know how my voice sounds because I feel like it's a little raspy, so hopefully it wasn't painful for you guys to listen to. I do want to touch on the fact that when I did apply for the social club, I put in my statistics that my production channel makes. However, now that I'm kind of realizing the content that I'm going to have to be uploading on it, I would much prefer to put it on this YouTube channel. However, before I can pitch such an idea, I have to really convince them that there's a lot of interaction on this page and the subscriber count is rising. So, granted, I'm not here to make a deal with you, a sub for sub, and I'm not, you know, I can't force you. This is a computer screen here, but all I want to say is if you like this video or if you like any of my other videos or you're just kind of curious to see what I'll post in general or just for 17 magazine, I would love it if you subscribed. That would mean so much to me, and if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye, guys.